Good morning, everyone. Today's the trip. But I had to put my phone on the charger because I've received like 5, 6 calls since morning. And the video is uploading, so you guys are going to be seeing it soon while I'm filming this. Oh, let me take a last. Yeah, okay. So, am I ready? Almost. I haven't got dressed yet. Just put a shirt on. My mother called, my husband called. He's downstairs. He's like, don't forget this, don't forget that, don't forget this. My mother's like, don't do stupidities. It's like, what am I gonna do? Get out of the car and start running on the highway? No, I won't do that. I thought I was gonna be really nervous, but I'm not that nervous. So Athens, here I come in about, I don't know, an hour, two. I don't know when I'm leaving. So let me get dressed, get ready, wash my face, because the only thing I washed was my teeth with all those phone calls. Okay, got dressed. I'm comfy. A t-shirt closes, opens. Okay, not too much cleavage. So when I'm alone in the car, I'm good. Just close it up. A pair of old pants. They're sweatpants, so they're comfortable. And I'm gonna put my shoes on. My sneakers, kind of like sneakers, where I could drive perfectly. And I still haven't washed my face. But anyways, in about an hour, maybe two, we're leaving. But there's a lot of people calling. My mom, my husband, my son, my daughter, my son, my husband again. And it keeps going. Am I nervous? A little bit. Not too much. But it's the first time that I'm doing more than 300 kilometers. And I'm going to show you a picture of my route in a few seconds. So, this is going to be really fun. We're staying there 10 days, I think. It might be a week, it might be 10, it might be 15. So I'm trying to budget out an allowance for me, how much I could spend. It's the basic thing when planning, and I still haven't figured it out. Because I'll be traveling alone, there's no way I'll be vaping, but I'm bringing my vape with me. I'm gonna get nervous, so the only thing that actually is gonna really calm me down, because I've never done this. So I'm not putting yesterday's expenses or the day before because I haven't put fuel in my car yet. Let the food be, let the drinks be, let everything be. We're starting today. So I'm thinking around 5 for smokes because I'll be running around all day in Athens and I have to be like extremely energized. And I'm stupid for smoking. That's about it. I don't know, 10 for food because I'll be eating out a lot. Or when I'm cooking at home, I have to make for another 2 people. My son, which is 27, and his friend, which is 27. So they eat a lot. So I think 10 would be a good amount. Or is it not enough? How about 15? Because it's the only time that I'll be able to have donuts. Actual donuts. I'll be able to get a Big Mac. And a Big Mac here costs like $4.50 from what I remember. It's just a Big Mac. Like if I get the meal with fries, and I do want French fries. Oh, what else is there? There's a lot of metro stations that I have to take to go to the dentist, and I don't know how much that costs. Now there's toll things that I have to pass while going to Athens, and from what they told me, it's around 320, 4, and another four, so 4, 8, 16. Plus the fuel to go and come back, that'll be around 60, 70 to go and 70 to come back. I don't know what to bring with me. So I'm bringing 2 things. Cash, plus my debit card. I'm thinking I could probably do it around 50 a day. Because there's no hotels, no accommodations, no nothing. But I'll be feeding 2 men whenever I'm cooking at home at night. I'm sleeping in their house, using the water, using everything, their electricity. I could at least cook for them. And I'm thinking making pasticcio and lasagna, things like that, and pizza for them. I said 3 foods, and I'm gonna be staying there for more than a week. Ugh, budgeting. Like I said, I've never actually went on a trip, and especially by myself. I usually go by bus, stay at someone's house, a friend of mine's, which gives me the keys, come back. So I know the bus is around 30 and 30-60. I know taking the car is more expensive, but I have to do it. Going, coming, there'll be 60 plus what I eat and smoke, and that's it. But this time, I'm going to somebody else's house. I'm traveling alone by car, paying tolls and everything. I've never done this. It's my first time. So if I overspend, forgive me. That is if I stop 20 billion times for coffee, toilet, and food on the way there. So let me just show you, and I'm not rumbling because I'm nervous a little bit, show you my trip. Okay, so what's the worst thing that could happen? Waking up with a black ear, it's still not working. Second, got all dressed, put my shoes on, put my face cream, which I usually don't do this early, washed my teeth. Okay, I'm finished with all that. But I sneezed. And I had to go to the bathroom. And if you're almost 50, you probably know what that means. If you're holding it in because you're running around answering phones and you sneeze, you know what that means. I have to go change again. Okay, so the past 2 days haven't been going right, but that means I'm going to Athens. No matter what, I'm not getting stuck on the island. So this is going to be probably a 3-part videos. Me before, me on the road in Athens, not filming, just wherever I stop. I'm going, and tomorrow I'll show you guys Athens. Because when I see my son on, I'm just gonna be going, yay! But we're still not finished packing. I pack a lot of things. I don't use that much things on my daily basis. But since I'll be in Athens, no kids, no work, no nothing, how about pampering myself up a bit? About my shampoo, I am going to take a shower, my face wash, my combs, my deodorant, my glue, my denture tabs to wash them, toothpaste, I didn't bring a toothbrush, combs, antiperspirant, 2 body sprays, and a cologne. It's not a lot, but it does seem a lot. And a body lotion. I'm sure I forgot a few things, like the toothbrush. Let me go get it. I think this trip is gonna go down in history. My husband called me about some keys. It's like, I don't have those keys to those people's house. You have them. Called my mom, ma. That's how my daughter calls me, ma. And he calls me again. So I'm making fun of him for not remembering where he put the keys to Mark and Diane's house. And I'm like, I don't have the keys. And now he calls me, it's like, are you upstairs? Like, yeah, can you see? It's like, yeah, it's right here. It's like, I forgot where I put it. I wonder what happens when you drink too much on a daily basis. I think your brain cells go dead. So back in the store, our favorite place, my favorite place to be. Not really. So I decided, since I cannot budget, because I've never done it to know how much, I'm gonna bring 700 with me. So how did I plan it? 700. So it's 50 for each day. So 10 days is 500. 100 to go, because I'll need fuel to get there, and 100 to come back. And I also have my debit card with me, both of them. So the one is like, so I'm kind of safe. So I'll be going to Athens, like going with this money on me makes me freak out. I cannot travel like this. Too much. It's too much. So I'll go to Athens, go to my son's house, and put this away. Bringing an envelope. So I'm leaving 100 out. This is the rest. The 502 for the 10 days. And yeah. And the 100 to come back. And my debit card just to make sure. I've never planned this. My first trip. Don't judge me. I'm not even sure I put pants in the car, so I just grabbed some leggings and I'm dropping them in the bag. I know I don't have socks with me. I have like one pair and one pair that I'm wearing. So I might just need to go buy socks. If it gets too cold, I have a jacket. If it gets too warm, I have a hoodie. I have long sleeves, short sleeves, mostly short, bras, undies, 2 pairs. Oh God, I forgot my shoes. I'm not wearing shoes. I think someone is not actually freaking out about driving, but is going brain dead today, like my husband. So, we're still the pre. It's gonna be a long pre video. The after's gonna be fun. So we got this part done and out. This is gonna go in my wallet. We do have some lesser, my COVID paper. I got my COVID paper and my daughter's. I don't know why I'm holding both of them on. So, oops. Yeah, we're good for a coffee and fuel if we get hungry. If we need to get smokes. And the only thing I have to put is some change here for the tolls, which I don't have enough. It's gonna be 6 and 6, 12, or did it say 4, 4? I'm going brain dead. Too much to think. Let me get this ready. Okay, found this in the cash register. It's coming with me. It's mine anyways. Got a little bit of change. Might just stop at a Dixo. Put some fuel on in the car. There's no fuel. It's like one little, and then it goes empty. And if I find a thing that you actually put your change in, like a coin holder. But if I do find it, that's gonna be at the driving part 2. So did I forget anything? Chargers there. My electric cigarette. I'm forgetting things. But it's almost time. Almost. We have like an hour left, an hour and a half. Almost ready. I said almost ready, didn't I? Well, no. Well, it's not closing. But I don't feel safe going without change because for the metro stations, you need change. There is no employees at the stations. Most stations don't have employees. They just have a machine. And it asks for change. So every time you need change you don't have, there's no machine to break this. So you have to go across to a store, buy a drink, a coffee, which is the cheapest, so them to give you change back because they won't. It's like, can you please break this? And they're like, no, buy something. But then you're not gonna have the coffee there. You're not to bring the coffee with you on the metro. So you end up just paying the coffee, putting it in the garbage to get change. Greece. Some things are good. Sometimes I love it. Sometimes I literally hate being in Greece. Has that thing happened to me? Me not having change in, yeah. And I went with a 5 or a 10. I never go to ask change for with a 20 and 50s. So let's see, it's a 100 we put for the fuel and any expenses we're gonna find on our way there. And a 20 for the fuel I'm gonna put now. And a few, like 2 5s, 3 10s for the coin holder and coffee on the road or anything else. These were extra. These are extra. This is for the fuel. So we have 600, 100. My fuel for today, which I'm going to write it down, it's going to be an expense from my binder, which is in the car. And this, the 5 that was in the cash register and whatever was in my wallet. You know what they say now? Put everything away and let the trip begin. But I'm sure I forgot a few things. And I can't remember what. I think my next trip is going to be planned better. A lot better. Almost ready. 9:15 and doing the last preparations. The only thing I really hate, because I wrote store closed from the 1st to, well, it's November 1st. Oh God, did I spend money? It's 1 for the lighter, 10 for smokes, 8 because we went out to have dinner with my daughter, a pita, the cheapest, and we also got a soft drink. I gave her 3. We went to Galaxias. We got her sanitary pads, coffee, and things I needed, and a few things that I needed from my brother-in-law. 43. Yesterday, I know, stupid. And masks for school, 5 masks, cost €2 here. With a basic wage being 500, I find those expensive. But as you saw, this is a really stupid thing. But I brought almost every vaping thing I have. And there's going to be another one here today. Well, I'm not going to be up. When I come back, I'll write it. Because I am getting kind of butterflies in my stomach. And I still haven't put shoes on. Well, it's 9:30. Went upstairs, got shoes. Everything's ready around me. Most of the things are in the car. Just a cooler. You guys see it? My purse. Myself. And a juice that I got 2 days ago. So we're ready, and this is the end of part 1. Don't forget to keep watching part 2, because I just remembered I don't have cigarettes. I thought I had cigarettes. So I'm getting a pack because I don't want to freak out on the highway going, I'm not freaking out. Not having cigarettes. I need fuel, like I said before, plus my cell phone. It's like a monthly thing. It just went dead. So I need money to put in really quickly to continue my subscription on my cell phone. It's like a monthly thing. It's around 15 a month or 14, something like that. So I have to pay that because it's going dead at 12 o'clock for lunch, and I won't be able to call anyone. No one. Don't want that to happen on the road. So the end of part 1. In a few seconds for you, in a couple of hours for me, part 2 is going to start. We're starting. That's in about 15-20 minutes for me. Getting everything in the car, and we're off.